Universal Humanism, Kartini and Pramudia Anantatur. What kind of creature humanism is, or even universal humanism? It's like something that far way up there, among the stars, among the haystacks, and sweat smell after planting the rice. A person with great desire to her dreams to change, to build a new era that more better and more advances, that no more distinguish between who are you, who am I, but who say that let's be together because we are what we are. She may be not be arrogant about the terms, categories, definitions, or even terminology. She only knows that every human being is the same by their own uniqueness, with their own needs, but leads to living life together with respect and support without harm. But who is it? We stuck again in the increase about that who is he? Who am I? And who are you? He, me, and you? We're exactly the same. Humans with humanity. Maybe that's the definition, that's the simple definition about humanism. While having coffee and snacks. It seems to be many will be curious if humanism is only cups of coffee, plates of snacks, and human jokes. That's a little bit serious about humanism creature. Many people talk about humanism. Or even the most of them claim that they are humanists. Don't know what they think about. Because each of them has their own experience in translating the meaning of humanism. Those who claim that they are humanists, it's not really they're really humanist. Meanwhile, the real humanist do not want to admit that they are humanist. It's a little bit funny, but that's how one view of the part of the world. Humanism is exactly doesn't reach the spiritual aspect of humans in transcendentality. Humanism is pure as humans with logical and morality. It all leads to morality, rationality, and human itself, and apart from the, in short, we can take conclusion that humanism is the belief that our principle in living life as human who seek for the truth from logical thinking and its rationality for advances and the kinds for others. Because of these beliefs, it's become worldwide. It's conclude the human in entire world. The universal terms it's appear and attached in terminology, humanism. To be honest, there will be no end if we talk about the humanism in detail, considering its many definitions, many schools, and also many opinions about humanism, that each of them carry out and believe in their own truths. Maybe it needs a full day or a week full to talk about it. Considering the time, place, and discussion that limited, maybe it's time for us to talk about Kartini and Pramudia, considering their own humanism. Who is Kartini? Who is Pramudia Natatur? They're both a popular person in this country by their own experience fields. Radang Ajeng Kartini was born on Jepara, Central Java, April 21st, 1979. Kartini was popular of her thinking beyond in her era. Her own thoughts to see the woman in her era get advances and not be in subordinate men as subordinate to men. Drive her to struggle in educations for women. Apart from different nature, women and men, Kartini believes that a woman in her country deserve to be the same with a man. To her friends, she often poured her hurt about her ideas to promote women in her country. To her friends, she often write letters that concern about her dreams, about the equal rights between men and women. She wants a woman to have free to study and learn. Her attention is not only for women emancipations, but also the social problems. Kartini saw that women struggle to reach the freedom in the same law as the part of the wider movement. In her letters, it concerned about her thoughts and social condition at that time, especially for the woman. Most of her letter is concerned about for complaints and lawsuits, especially for Japanese culture that can be seen as the obstacle of the woman advances. The letter that her writes to her friends it's become the proof the biggest that she wants to make us to free the woman from discrimination that can be seen, it's become culture at that time. Her struggle is not only writing on the letter, but also can be seen that her built free schools for girls in Jepara and Rembang. And what she did what she did for the school, also followed by another woman to build a free school, such as Semarang, Surabaya, Yogyakarta, Malang, Madiun, and also Cirebon. After Kartini passed away, her letter it's become collected and published by book, as published. It's published by the book with the detail, after darkness comes the light. What is contained in the book? What contains in the book? It's become the biggest push for women in Indonesia because of its writing become the source of motivations for Indonesian women's struggle in the next day. The book is become the biggest support for women in Indonesia that struggle for their own rights. It can be remembered that she remember for the women that have not been insubordinate to the men, or the language in nowadays is gender equality. She didn't broke their the basic thoughts. Her school that her built, teaching about embracing, cooking or whatever, that basic skills women at that time. That's about Kartini. Also Pramudia Natatur. Pramudia Natatur in New York. How can we imagine that? In the end of April, in the Asia Society buildings, the auditorium that full of people, the people looking up. People looking up. Pramudiana tattoo in New York. Something that more unexpected. People realized that on the stage that was set, there is something that came from experience. Pramudia, who was born during the Dutch colonial and grew up during the revolutions, and who follow her father talent in writing, wrote many works that contains the struggle of against colonialism. Then her her dark nature, because of her experience, her experience for years where Sukarno and Suharto have produced a great works which sparks the thought of struggle against obsession and discrimination. The work contains that Pramudia efforts to defend the discrimination victim and express their suffering. The words of active teacher and old woman. The essence or creation of discrimination in the fields of politics, economic, and the culture that exists in the Pramudia books. And that is a practice of colonialism and feudalism. The theme of income freedom and resistance to oppression become dominant because it's not far from her life. That was born in Blora, February 6, 1925. Pramudia was full of the experience of war, the obstacle of freedom. She spent a lot of her time behind the prison during the revolution, or in Sukarno era. or even Suharto era. The process of resistance. Also Pramudia, New York. Her darkness experience has referred to freedom. Pram has been through it. Pram is known by the world. Her works inspiring the world and inspiring the world. Struggle against the oppressions often tended to get freedom and equality is a struggle that is humanist and universal. It's a letter, right? It's a letter about Kartini. But it's enough at least show that she is a humanist. Kartini's humanism is universal humanism. In other fields, in literature fields, Pramudiana Tattva also show her thoughts about humanism. It's through her writings. Our coffee is still delicious. It is still crunchy, our snacks. Let's make funny jokes about humanism to still delicious and still crispy. Greetings, thank you.